Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell you the truth about silver. Today is Friday the 13th of March 2020. And yesterday we published a video entitled Equities, Oil, Gold and Silver Fall While Dollar Rises. It does look as if today is quite similar. Now tomorrow we're producing our Gold and Silver Weekly Update. But today, at the time of writing, which is 16:10 GMT, silver has simply fallen through the floor and plummeted past all major support levels. Now, on Sunday's video, entitled Economic Thoughts Before Markets Open Tomorrow, we pointed out that there was a possibility that precious metals could have a retracement and fall back, though the odds were in favour of their rising this week. Then yesterday, we pointed out that it does look as if the retrenchment was going to occur, though we did think in truth that today perhaps their prices might rebound just slightly to end the week, and then fall back next week. Well, it's all happening so fast, it's truly difficult to catch up. You see, in yesterday's video, which was produced at 1900 GMT, gold stood at $1,578, already down then 3.5% on the day. Well, at this moment, right now, it's $1,537, down another $41. Silver yesterday stood at $15.79, and we did suggest, not to be surprised if it falls lower. Well, at the time of producing this, wait for it, it's $14.79. Yes, a whole dollar lower. And even below the support level we were promoting, which was $15. Silver is simply crashing and has been down today as low as $14.66. Now, the 100-to-1 gold to silver ratio we predicted some time ago would happen has been smashed, and it's currently 106-to-1. Even we, who were the only channel out there suggesting some months ago that a gold to silver ratio of 90-to-1 would be exceeded again, with the possibility of a 100-to-1 ratio, have now proven to be too lenient in our forecasts. Amazing stuff. And what egg on face the pumpers must have, now calling for $2,000 and some for $10,000 gold and $50 or $200 silver once the recession gets underway and markets fall. What egg on face for the likes of Peter Schiff, who is now going around telling everyone that he predicted the stock market collapse, albeit he's been saying it for 10 plus years, but then conveniently forgets that he also stated that the dollar would collapse with it too. And yet it's getting stronger again. All of these so-called gold, silver and financial gurus should be cast aside and placed in the pedal bin of financial and investment history. Now, rant over. Anyone who claims silver will be going through the roof when a global recession occurs should now be ignored. And anyone who continues to drink their Kool-Aid frankly deserves to suffer the financial fate that is about to befall them for following such charlatans. It comes to something when we, perhaps the most conservative of all the channels where precious metals are concerned, turn out to be too hyperbolic and optimistic. By suggesting that silver may rise to $20 and gold to $17.50. Well, God help the Chris Newmeyers, the David Morgans, the Peter Schiffs, the Mike Maloneys, and the Big Swears of this world, and the pumping tribe frequently seen or heard on USA Watchdog or many of the other outrageous channels like King's World News. Just go, for example, to USA Watchdog on February the 12th of this year, where the so-called silver guru David Morgan stated that silver was the most undervalued metal out there, when silver stood at $17.64. And within 3 weeks it dropped to below $16.50 and now is below $15. We've joked ever since this channel began that whenever David Morgan appears on YouTube telling you that silver is cheap and it's time to buy, in reality, it's the time to sell. Having said that, we only wish we followed our own advice. Gee, if we sold whenever Morgan said to buy, we would be raking the profits in today. But we are holders, regardless of the advice that we give. But at least he's not as outrageous as our road to Ruta nonsense of $100,000 silver, or even Chris Newmeyer's outrageous $600 silver. Right, rant definitely over. Anyway, what we will say is please tune in to our weekly update tomorrow, where we shall spell out what has happened fully today. And for those of you who thought you would never see sub $15 silver again, think again. And to be fair and balanced, we admit that silver is now at last beginning to realistically look quite cheap, though we still suspect it has a little further lower to go. Now, on the 21st of February, we stated in our video entitled 2020 Silver Price Forecast, we stated that we thought silver would indeed go down to as low as $15.25, and possibly as an outlier to $15. Well, we admitted, even we were too bullish. And quite a few people called us out at that time, saying we did not know what we were talking about, and silver could not possibly go as low as that. Well, not only that it has, but it's crashed even lower. We recall a video, and this is the problem as you get older, you do remember things many years ago, but we recall a video back on the 11th of September 2018 entitled Silver Falls Below $14 and May Go to $13.50 and Soon, where we were fighting all of the bulls telling us it would not even get close to $14. We're now actually beginning to wonder, will we have to create a similar video this year? Now, just for you to perhaps listen to the arguments why we did feel then it was going to go down, we've put a link to this one in the description box below. Frightening, isn't it? That where all of us, and ourselves included, thought that silver was now on this bullish track for something which has happened in only a matter of a few months, has completely reversed that situation. Now, having said that, there are only certain depths to which it will fall, and then silver will start to look outrageously cheap. We're not quite there yet in our opinion, but if you're someone who has zero silver holdings or very tiny silver holdings, it might not be imprudent or wrong to slowly start accumulating them, especially now it's fallen below $15. Could certainly go lower, but below $15, it's very difficult to argue you're not getting a good deal if you take the next 5 to 10 years into account. Now, to add one final comment, it appears, at least prima facie, that with the significant stock market falls, precious metals are not performing the safe asset class role they normally do. Now, there are a few reasons why this could be the case, not least of which is that equity investors have to cover losses and margin calls. But also, there is quite significant evidence to suggest that they are converting back to currency, and especially the US dollar, and then potentially sitting it out until the markets bottom, and being liquid then to reinvest once equities start to rise again. In addition, and we have no financial evidence for this, but it at least appears to be a potential logical conclusion. China, with all the problems that it is currently encountering, may indeed not be making the relevant purchases of gold either that one would expect their investors to undertake. Again, trying to cover losses, and frankly, in the environment in which they are currently embroiled, to survive. Now, if all of this is the case, and we will know more soon, then as far as silver is concerned, not only will it be failing as an industrial metal, but as a monetary metal too. And this is not going to prove positive for its price, which is why we believe that in this environment, it may still indeed have a little further to fall. Now, tomorrow we shall give a more full description as to what has happened today. But interestingly, the Consumer Sentiment Index for March, which has been announced today, has actually increased above expectations. Still down on the previous month, but higher than what markets were expecting. So, meanwhile, thank you for listening. Please, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. And press the bell sign so you're notified of future videos as and when they're published. In addition, we are still, as we speak, uploading the latest Richard and Greg video, which will be up and running within a couple of hours' time. It was quite long, and for some reason, YouTube seems to be extraordinarily slow in producing or uploading our videos at present. Not quite sure as to why. So until tomorrow. We hope you have found this video interesting and informative, and if so, please give it a thumbs up and share it on social media. Please ensure that you have subscribed to our channel and press the bell sign so that you are notified of any future videos. Also, kindly visit our website at illuminatisilver.com, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe either as a free or paying member for regular email updates and offers. Disclaimer: Illuminati Silver owners come from a background of banking, international wealth management and economics. Having now retired from these worlds, we are not qualified to give investment advice. Therefore, this and other productions must not be deemed to be giving such advice and merely represent the personal views of its owners.